Welcome to Diamond Solutions for Mathematics. Here is a question for Standard 10. Equations in two variables. I am discussing that topic here. Here is a system given, and we have to find out the values of A and B. Some variables will be there. We have to find out the values of that variables according to some condition of the given system of equations. There is a variety type of questions like this here, and it is more possible to get these type of questions in the board exam. Find the value of A and B for which the following system of equations has infinite number of solutions. Clearly listen to the question. Find the values of A and B for which the following system of equations has infinite number of solutions. Here is the system given 2x minus 3y equals 7. That is the first equation. And a plus b into x minus of a plus b minus 3 into y equals 4a plus b, second equation. This is the system given here. We have to find out the values of a and b in this equation. But what condition given that the system has infinite number of solutions? That means definitely the system has no solution, but there are infinite number of solutions. Among them, all the solutions satisfy this equation. For that, we have to find out the values of A and B. We already learned one condition that the solution, first point is given here. For infinite number of solutions in a given system, A1 by A2 equals B1 by B2 equals C1 by C2. That means A1 and A2 are the coefficients of x terms in the first equation and the second equation after arranging the system in standard form. A1x plus B1y equals C1 and A2x plus B2y equals C2 is the standard form of the equation. That is A1x plus B1y equals C1 and A2x plus B2y equals C2. Here, plus signs are we considering. From that, it is more possible to get positives or negatives. Therefore, A1 is positive 2, A2 B1 equals minus 3 and C1 equals 7. A2 equals A plus B, B2 equals minus of A plus B minus 3 and C2 equals 4A plus B. Thus, we can classify the coefficients of the terms. Therefore, for infinite number of solutions, condition is that A1 by A2 equals B1 by B2 equals C1 by C2. That is 2 by A plus B, that is A1 by A2 equals B1 by B2. B1 is minus 3 by minus of A plus B plus 3 B2. Minus 3 by minus of A plus B minus 3. C1 by C2. C1 is positive 7 and C2 equals 4A plus B. That is positive, therefore we need not have to make any interference of negative signs in here. That is 2 by A plus B equals minus 3 by minus of A plus B minus 3 and equals 7 by 4A plus B. Condition for infinite number of solutions, A1 by A2 equals B1 by B2 equals C1 by C2. Therefore, 2 by A plus B equals minus 3 by minus of A plus B minus 3 equals 7 by 4A plus B. First, we can take the first two as options. 2 by a plus b equals 3 by a plus b minus 3. And the second option is 2 by a plus b equals 7 by 4a plus b. I need not take this equation. Why? Because this is a complicated one. Minus 3 by minus of a plus b minus 3. So that I take the simpler one here for equalizing 7 by 4a plus b. The second option. Therefore, 2 by a plus b equals 3 by a plus b minus 3. Let us see what happens here. 3 into a plus b. Here, 3 into a plus b, cross multiplication. 3a plus 3b equals 2 into a plus b minus 3. That is 2a plus 2b minus 2 into 3, 6. That is 3a minus 2a plus 3b minus 2b equals minus 6. That is 3a minus 2a, a, positive. 3b minus 2b plus 1b equals minus 6. Thus we get a plus b equals minus 6 equations in two variables here. Here, 2 by a plus b equals 7 by 4a plus b. 7 into a plus b equals 2 into 4a plus b. That is 7a plus 7b equals 2 into 4a plus b means 2 into 4a 8a plus 2 into b 2b. That is 7a minus 8a plus 7b minus 2b equals 0. Here remains nothing. Therefore 0. From this 7a minus 8a gives minus a. Plus 7b minus 2b gives plus 4b equals 0. Thus we get a plus b equals minus 6 and minus a plus 5b equals 0. A system of equations in two variables with the variables a and b. I am flipping the equations. A plus b equals minus 6 first equation and minus a plus 5b equals 0 second equation. And solving equation 1 plus equation 2, then a and minus a cancels. Therefore, 1b plus 5b gives 6b equals minus 6. Positive 6b equals minus 6. Therefore, b equals minus 6 by positive 6, b equals minus 1. And putting in the equation 1. In equation 1, a b equals minus 1. Therefore, a plus minus 1 equals minus 6. A plus minus 1 equals minus 6. Therefore, a equals minus 6 plus 1. Minus 1 comes to RHS as plus 1. Therefore, a equals minus 6 plus 1. A equals minus 5. B equals minus 1. B already derived here. Thus, we get a equals minus 5 and b equals minus 1. That is the required values of a and b in the given system of equations here, equations in two variables here, and equations in two variables here. A plus b equals minus 6 and minus a plus 5b equals 0. That equations has a minus 5, b minus 1. For that, when we substitute here, this condition obeys. For infinite number of solutions, a and b has infinite numbers, a and b has minus 5 and minus 1 respectively the values. Don't forget to subscribe Diamond Solutions for Mathematics for these type of variety number of questions for 10th standard, 12th standard, plus 1 and 9th standard.